And we're live.
Hey crafters, welcome to this week's episode of This Crafty Life Live, the show where two crafters spend an hour feeding their passions for all things crafty, and they're going to bring you along for the ride. Now, before we get started, if you have any questions or show ideas, please feel free to email us at ThisCraftyLifeLive@gmail.com. Now, let me introduce to you our hostesses today. First of all, we have Maymay. Now, I know you guys recognize Maymay from her YouTube channel, where she does all kind of paper craftings, things, and upcycle projects, and just all kind of great stuff that she does there on her channel at Maymay Made It. She also designs a fun line of clear stamps and has a stamp club that you can be a part of if you choose to. And did I mention to you that she also loves Periscope? She is definitely addicted to it. So everybody, say hello to Maymay today.
Hey guys.
And then we have Melody Lane, and I know you guys recognize her from her YouTube channel as well, where she does all kind of amazing projects and tutorials and fun hauls. She's also a Cricut product expert, so if you have any kind of Cricut questions, she can help you with that. She also designs her own line of digital paper, which is really cool. So for all you guys out there that paper craft, you got to check that out. Now, Melody also is known as the queen of giveaways on her Patreon page. So you guys have got to check that out, see all the great things that she does, and be a part of what she's got going on. Everybody say hello to Melody Lane. Now, the links to all of Maymay and Melody's social media sites will be in the show notes that you'll find below. Now, I'm going to be monitoring the chat, so if you have any questions or comments, just give me a shout out. Let me know where you're at and where you're from, and any questions that you might have. And at different times throughout the show, we'll take a break and ask questions. So, ladies, what's on the show today?
We have a very exciting guest today. Her name is Kaye, and I'm excited for you guys to be introduced to her. That is going to be mind-blowing for you, I promise. We're going to show you some really cool stuff that she does. And before we get started, of course, I want to introduce our moderator. That is Vinny. He is my better half, and he, like he said, will be talking with you guys. So we want to say welcome to Vinny.
Hey, 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 everybody.
Give me a wave, Vinny. Awesome around me. So we've got some news for you. Melody has got something she has got to share with you guys. You're going to be so excited about this. Melody, tell them the good stuff.
Well, I released a new line of paper, and let me share my screen really fast, and then I got a code for you guys only. It's only going to be for today and tomorrow for 50% off this line. I got to find the right thing and then share the screen.
Melody has to share a lot of stuff on her screen today, so you guys are going to have to bear with us because we want to be able to show you pictures of London's work. So Melody's done a lot of work to get that on her channel, on her screen. So bear with us, but she'll get it for you. So here she is with her paper.
Do you see it?
We do.
Okay. This is my website. You can just go to Melodylanedesigns.com. And this is the new paper line. I want to show this. You can click on any of the papers and it'll show bigger up here, and then you can scroll and see it bigger than what it is. And this one is the first line of papers that I did digitally. I painted it on my iPad, and I got a lot more coming, but I want to give you the code for this paper, and it is Molly50. So you get 50% off this set. There's also a free set. Let me show you. There's also planner stickers for this Crafty Life Live. You can also get free. So you just download these.
They're really cool because you guys can download those and print them on sticker paper and cut them out with your Cricut or just by hand and put them in your planner so you can remember when the shows are, and you can get that schedule from our website.
Yeah. And so here's the stickers. I made some with this Crafty Life Live 12 Eastern Time, and there is a set in here for every time zone. So no matter what time zone you're in, you can do those stickers, and then there's also blank ones you can use for whatever you want or Write On, and those are totally, completely free. I also have a sample set that is completely free also. They're in alphabetical order, so here's the sample set. You can download this, use this free. You can upload these into Cricut Design Space as a pattern also, so you can use these as patterns. And the set is
I have a video on my channel using them because she has one named Amy, and I showed it because I love it.
Yeah, actually, Maymay, I have to say, yours is the #1 selling paper.
Oh my gosh, I'm so honored.
Yes.
It's really cool paper. You did a good job because I love, the black and white and it's all like me. I like it.
And it's
super cool.
It's called the Amy set.
You have another bit of news that I love. This is one of my favorite things. I look forward to these all the time. So tell us about HSN.
HSN is having 24 hours of crafts, and so that means that will start Tuesday night at midnight or 11 Central, and it goes for 24 hours. Now, in the past, I have taken days off work for this. Because even if you're not buying anything, I like to see what they do, and they give you inspiration. And there's a new machine by Xyron I have to get, and I think it's on there right now. You can order it. But they usually have a deal on shipping when you're buying craft items. So Xyron is 5-inch and 3-inch, and I think that's perfect for card makers.
It's a bigger Xyron, right?
Well, they have the big Xyron that's 9-inch, and it also fits the 5-inch cartridges. That's a little too big for me because I just don't make anything that I need adhesive on that big. But 5-inch and 3-inch, I would use a lot with making cards.
We need to figure out a way to do it. We could do a blab and watch some together.
Yeah, we had mentioned that. We did a blab yesterday with Crafts by 2 and Lori Noonamaker and Ken and Sean, and George mentioned that but he has to work all day. But I think that would be fun to do a blab and watch it at the same time.
That would be fun because we could talk about what we're seeing and answer each other's questions. That would be cool.
And those of you that don't know what blab is, it's blab.im, and then you can follow me at Melodylane815, I think. And
I'm on there too. If we do it, we'll put out an announcement on all of our Facebook groups everywhere to let you know we're doing it. We'll have to talk about it after the show because I'm big on just throwing stuff out there and Melody going, we can talk about that later. So I've got a couple things going on. One is we have our 50,000 subscriber giveaway that has been going on all weekend, and it's going to jump in there. And we have 3 prizes for this giveaway because I'm trying to give away as much, I want multiple people to win. So the first prize is a year-long subscription to my Stamp of the Month Club. The second prize is a year-long subscription to my Scripture Stamp of the Month Club. And then the third prize is a tote bag filled with Maymay's favorite things and a t-shirt of your choice. So those winners get announced at noon. And I think Vince has the link he can share with you guys in the chat. So you can go and you don't even have to leave. You can just click and it'll open another window so you can go enter and then come right back and not miss the show. So that's the first one. Is it that one?
I don't know. Maybe I didn't do it right.
Not that one, I don't think. Try the other link. But anyway, we'll see. The other thing I have going live today I want to tell you guys about is I have a new Maymay Made It app for iPhone users. Hold on, don't yell at me. I hear you yelling because it's not Android. Oh, I hear you. But it will be Android. The situation with Android, I know y'all, people are probably like, why is it iPhone stuff comes out quicker and all that good stuff? Here's the situation. You have to have your apps approved through the iPhone store or the Apple store and also through the Android situation. Well, Android takes a little longer, and so the iPhone is already done. So if you have an iPhone or an iPad, head out to your app store and search Maymay. Just put Maymay in the search and click Go, and it will pop up the Maymay Made It app. Now, I want to tell you, this app is in beta form. We are going to transform and move it and change it over time until we get it just right. At this point, you're going to notice 2 things. It'll have my blog feed and my YouTube feed. So you'll be able to see whatever videos I'm posting on YouTube, whatever's going on the blog. So like my design team videos that they're posts that they're putting on the blog, you'll be able to go right there to that app and go, oh, here's a great card I want to make, or here's something I'd like to see how to do, and you don't have to go to 2 separate locations to do it. And it's free. You just download it, and there you go. It's free at least for a period of time. Once, at this point, I can afford to do it free, but once we add the Android app too, it costs so much per month, and we may have to start charging. So you guys go get it now while it's free. Don't wait. But that is, it's called Maymay Made It. That is my app that went live today. And be prepared for it to be a little smoother in the future. I'm still working out the tweaks and the bugs in that. So, what do you think about that, Mel?
I think that's awesome. I think I need to get one too. I have been looking into it, but I haven't had time to look further into it.
You know, I was watching, and I want to say this too because I love watching her. You know My Pink Stamper?
Yeah.
She got an app, and I'm watching her talk about her app, and I'm like, this is incredible. I want this. So I just did a little research and just kind of did what she did and got myself an app, and I'm really excited about it, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I mean, you guys may not love it, but you might find that it's really cool if you're riding down the road. Instead of having to go to YouTube to find me or instead of having to go to the .com, you just click on your app, and all my stuff is there. So
yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm liking it. You also have another thing that I think is a great idea. We're both doing this. Tell us about your mailing list.
Oh, yes. I have a mailing list, and I have to confess I've had it for a year, and people have been signing up for it, and I have not sent out an email since last September. So I have decided and committed I am doing this mailing list because people are missing out on things. So I'm going to do, and you can choose a group in mind of what you'd like to join. So if you just want emails of videos only, then you can join that group, and you won't get any other emails about any other videos. And I'm going, in the video group, you get a video every time a video is uploaded on my channel, and a video 30 to 15 minutes before I'm going live on YouTube or on Blab. If I have a scheduled Blab, then I'll send out an email, you know, maybe 15 minutes beforehand to remind you that we're going live. And so I'm sending one out. So if you want a reminder for this Crafty Life Live, you can sign up and get an email 30 minutes beforehand. And then you can also choose all emails and then special deals. On the special deals I share on Facebook in that, I'm going to also share it in an email when something new is coming out, like the mystery box. It's coming out probably tomorrow night. And the Cricut mystery box. And well, it's supposed to come out Wednesday, so it'll probably be out tomorrow night. And it's a good one.
We're going to be watching for it, so I want to know what it is so we can get jump. Have the boys got a video on it yet or not yet?
The boys have a video on it, but they can't release the video until it's on the website.
All right, so go subscribe to Crafts by Two. I tell everybody this. They do great mystery box videos, and they get the mystery box you're going to order. They will do an opening of it for you to see what's in it. So go subscribe to them so you don't miss that.
And their videos are so funny.
Let me write their name. They're Crafts by Two. I'm gonna put it in the chat so everybody can go check them out.
And always watch the end of their videos. They have bloopers on every single video.
Very funny.
And they yell at me in this video.
I love it when they yell at me.
Because I'm watching them record it, and I said something, and Ken's like, "This is Crafts by Two?" You know, it's funny. It was all in fun.
Well, while we're talking about mailing lists, I also have a mailing list, and I was so excited that Melody had hers going because I want to tell you about mine too. Mine works a little bit different. Here's what you do. You head to MaymayMadeIt.com, and you log in. You create a free account with MaymayMadeIt.com. In your setup of your account, there'll be a little button you click that says, I would like to accept marketing or emails or sign up for the newsletter, whichever one comes up when you look at it. And you just click that little button, and that puts you into my email list. Now, listen to me. I am not going to flood you with a bunch of emails because I don't have time to flood people with a bunch of emails, for one thing. And two, I know how annoying that can be. But here's what we use it for. Things like when there's a special sale in the store, when something you've been looking for to come back in stock is there, when we have a big announcement. Sometimes we'll send out secret coupon codes and things or flash sales. And we use it anytime we have something special coming up you guys need to know about. So it's not, you're not going to get an everyday email. I'm actually probably using it less than once a week at this point. But I'd love for you guys to sign up because it just makes it really super easy for me to be able to communicate with you. I've always wished that YouTube had a situation where we could do like a flash announcement for all our subscribers of some sort, you know? And I feel like the email list is probably the next best thing.
Yeah. Yep.
We have one other thing to talk about in our news, and this is a big one. We are still doing hashtag ThisCraftyLife. If you didn't hear about it last week, it works like this. March is National Crafting Month, and we wanted to celebrate by watching you guys and seeing what you guys are making. And if we give you a hashtag to put in your social media posts, we can go out there, type in that hashtag, and see what all of our viewers and our friends are making. So if you have made anything this month and you've taken photos of it, share it with us on any social media platform and put in hashtag ThisCraftyLife. You don't have to put the live on there. It's just hashtag ThisCraftyLife. Now this is going to be cool. We have to tell you about next week's show. Next week's show is kind of going to be the culmination of the whole month. And we're going to share photographs of projects that different people have put with the hashtag ThisCraftyLife on their social medias. So be sure to do that so hopefully your photos can be shared in the show. And also, if you're interested in being on the show because of a project you've done or some that you do on a regular basis, we want you to email us at ThisCraftyLifeLive@gmail.com and let us know, I'd like to be on the show, and we'll let you guys in next week. We'll give you all the details of how we'll choose people and all that good stuff, and we're going to show what you guys do. We think you are amazing, and we want to show off your crafts. Right, Mel?
Yes. I think that'll be fun having some of our viewers in the show with us.
I think so too. Benny, got any questions?
Just a couple so far. One for you, Maymay. We had a viewer that wanted to know if you still like the scanning cut.
Say that again. I had a car go by and get loud.
Sorry, it's pretty loud. One of our friendly neighbors in his loud pickup truck. The question was, do you still like the scanning cut?
I love my scanning cut, and I am promising you this week you're going to see another video. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you how to scan and cut colored images that you have colored. These are ones I've prepped for the video, and so I'll be showing you that this week. I love it.
Okay, and then Melody, I'm going to go this one toward you. We had one viewer, I think it was Ann, that said that she was interested in buying the scanning cut too, but she was curious if Cricut was going to be coming out with anything like that.
I don't know. Cricut doesn't tell me about new machines until they've already shipped it to me and it's on the way, and it's going to be released very soon. So they have not told us about any new machine.
No, as a matter of fact, I've told some people this. I want to make sure they understand this. At this point in time, in order to get a machine that scans and cuts like this one, all in its, like this is what they call a self or a single standing machine or something where you don't have to hook it to anything to make it scan and cut. At this point, this is the one because it has the scanner in it. But, and so, in order for any other company to do exactly what the Brothers Scan and Cut does, they'll have to release another machine. So, you're either going to have to buy this machine or another machine. There's no way they can send you a scanner bed to install in your machine. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Melody, when I say it like that?
Yeah.
Because they're not going to be able to send you this hardware to hook in. Now, they might have an attachment or something. Who knows what they can do now? There you go, standalone. I see that in the chat. I couldn't come up with that word. As a standalone scanning machine, a lot like your personal scan printer, thing like that. So if you go ahead and buy this machine, I don't think you'll be disappointed. But please don't buy anything just because we say it. Make sure you can afford it and it's something that you think you'll use. So watch videos on it.
Right.
Hey, I see this and I just have to shout it out. I think for the first time we have someone in Greece watching today.
Wow. What time is it in Greece?
Exrissa says, many greetings from Greece. How cool is that?
That's awesome. Hey, we also have 137 viewers right now. You guys, we got to share we got to tell people about our show so we need to get 500 viewers live. Wouldn't that be fun to set as a goal?
Yeah. If you guys could like the video, click the little thumbs up and share it.
Very good. Hey, it's time to see some cool stuff from London Kaye. Melody, tell us about London.
Okay, I am going to share my screen again, and for those of you that don't know, I met London Kaye at CHA last year, and here's a little video. Can you guys see the video? I don't know if I can
make it full screen?
Let me try. Can you see it better?
Yeah.
Okay, she crocheted this entire thing. It's getting me dizzy. But I'm too close. But you'll see it further away. It is amazing. It's huge, and she did it the whole time during CHA, and she's talking to people. As you can see her now, she's crocheting and talking. She does not even have to look at it. Look at this display. And look, she did both sides of this.
Wow.
And then her working on it. There she is. So let me go back. Look at the mermaid. It's just amazing what she does. Okay, I must stop this video. Did I freeze?
No. Okay.
There's some more fish and octopus. Just look at, she's just so awesome. So let's introduce London Kaye. Oh, let me get off this. Oh, let me keep screen sharing. Let me go ahead and show you her Instagram. If you, she'll tell us her Instagram name, but if you hashtag London Kaye, and that's with the E on the end. Can you guys see the Instagram pictures?
Yes.
Look at, she made shoes. Or she covered shoes. I'm not sure. I think she covered shoes. But look at these. She makes things and puts them on fences. Look at the eyes. Aren't they? They're. I love this one. It looks like she goes to Brooklyn and just makes it beautiful. I love how she got water coming out of the faucet. And the wings on a fence. And the little shark and mermaid. And she made an Apple Watch with the apps. She has done things for companies too, I think. We'll talk to her about that too. But let me scroll up more. Oh, and look at the hearts for Valentine's Day. So you'll have to look up her hashtag and find her pictures and subscribe to her on Instagram. Okay, let me go back and stop sharing. So here is London Kaye. She was so much fun after talking to her at CHA. I just had to invite her to the show.
Thank you so much.
And can you tell us, this is not one of the questions I had, I just have a, what companies have you done this for? You've done advertising for them with crocheting, haven't you?
I have. I've worked for a lot of big companies like Miller Lite, Starbucks, Progressive Insurance, LG Mobile, just as a few. It's really cool that I get to crochet. Being my passion is now my full-time job.
Awesome. And so you, for these companies, do you crochet like their logo and put it on fences and stuff, or how does that work?
Sometimes I'll crochet a logo. For Miller Lite, I crocheted a billboard that they put up in Times Square for holiday. It was huge, 50 feet by 25 feet. So I really just love making things out of yarn.
How long did that take you to make that?
To crochet the billboard, I only had about 3 weeks. So I now tell myself the project takes however long they give you.
Okay. Wow. That is really, really amazing.
Thank you.
How long have you been crocheting?
I started crocheting when I was about 13, and I would sell scarves to all the girls at my dance studio. And it was just something I did, and I used that money from crocheting scarves to buy my car at 16. And then it kind of just took off from there.
Wow. And who taught you to crochet?
I learned to crochet from my best friend's mom. It was just on a whim, and she taught me a really simple single crochet stitch with a really big crochet hook. And that's kind of the same technique that I've stuck with this whole way. Everything I make is really basic, simple shapes, and then I combine them together now to make really fun and cool things.
That is awesome. You are so talented. How did you get started crocheting on fences?
So when I first started, I always crocheted hats and scarves and beanies and never did anything with them. And then one day I took one of my scarves and wrapped it around a tree. And that's kind of like what yarn bombing is. So you take something warm and fuzzy and put it outside and leave it there for people to enjoy. And I was really into trying to figure out what I really wanted to do with my life, because I was working a 9-to-5 job at the Apple store and I was like, there's more to it. So after covering my first tree, I just immediately was like, oh my gosh, I love this. I have to do more of it. And I decided to give myself a 30-day challenge. And for 30 days, I was going to take something that I had crocheted and put it outside and leave it there to make people happy. And by doing it every day, it kind of forced me to try new surfaces and experiment and do things that people weren't generally doing with yarn yet. And that's how I discovered chain link is just this perfect canvas. So it was kind of on accident, but now it's turned out to be just the best thing to be able to stretch and manipulate these simple shapes into pictures.
That is awesome. I've never even heard of yarn bombing and even doing that on fences until I met you, because, well, I'm from New York, but not New York City, where you do most of this in Brooklyn.
I do. I live in Brooklyn, so there's nothing more fun to be able to put something out in my neighborhood and kind of see the reaction from the people that are my neighbors.
Awesome. And what is your favorite piece you've ever done?
My favorite piece, I crocheted a dragon, and I put it up in Manhattan, so on 6th Avenue and 14th Street, and it stretched for about a whole block, the fire that came out of its mouth. And it was the first time that I'd really seen like the community come out, and it was just like the whole block was filled with people taking pictures, and someone tried to tip me. It was wild. And it was up for like over 2 weeks, and somebody ended up taking it down, and people came back with ribbons that said like, where is my dragon, who took my dragon, and just people, like the outpouring like through my website, even people like saying like, oh my gosh, I can't believe the dragon came down. It was really like a special thing to see how much they kind of like thought that my art was really their own, and it just made me so happy.
Now, did you like crochet like at the fence and do it, or do you do it at home and take it?
Yes, I crochet as much as I can like before I go there, because not that hanging up yarn on fences is illegal, but I don't want to be sitting there all day, you know. So
Yeah.
I'll prep as much as I can before. Like I'm crocheting right now, and then so when I'm there, I'll just kind of like tie it up and cut the strings, and I'm out. So I don't stay for very long, but depending on how complicated the piece is, I'll be at the fence from anywhere between 15 minutes to like an hour.
How long does something last if they don't take it down, like because of the weather and that?
Some of my pieces have stayed up for over a year. Yarn is really resilient. The weather doesn't mess it up. It's really people if they take it. But I tell myself if somebody takes it down, it's because they loved it so much they can't live without it. And that's kind of the mentality that I just keep on using, or else I'd get super bitter and wouldn't want to keep on doing it.
Or they're taking it down and putting it on eBay as London Kaye's designs.
I don't know if they could get a lot for it yet, but hey, one day, you never know.
Do you have any pieces you could show us that are finished there, or no?
Well, I have a dream catcher up in my house. Let's see. We're at my house right now. If we were at my art studio, it'd be wild. So that's a dream catcher behind us. I love making those. I don't know how to There we go. And right now I'm working on so it's Pi Day, you know.
Oh, is it? I didn't realize that.
It is 3.14, and then it goes on. So I'm making something called an octopi, and it's going to be an octopus with 8 legs. So I'm making all those things here. But I'm always working on different things, and definitely check out my Instagram at Made by London. That's where you can see all the latest updates, and I post to it all the time. So you can check.
And we have a giveaway today. Can you show us what you're going to give away?
I started this project over a year ago, last Valentine's, but I have little crocheted hearts, and each crocheted heart is numbered. So we're on to crocheted heart number 2,209, and we have 2 of them here that you can get, and one will be for you, and one is for you to share with someone you love.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So to enter to win that, we'll have a raffle copter on our blog, ThisCraftyLifeLIVE, and it's not set up yet. We'll get it set up after the show, and so you can enter to win that, and this only goes for 24 hours. So for those of you that are not watching live and you're watching after you get home from work, you only have 24 hours to watch the video to get the secret word, because you can't enter without our secret word. And do we want to mention our secret word now, Maymay?
Yeah, do it.
Our secret word is New York. So you have to watch the video, you have to know the secret word, and put New York in to win her hearts. They're going to win your hearts, London.
I do have one other cool thing to show you.
Okay.
I'll be right back. It'll take literally 2 seconds. 1, 2.
Are you seeing in the chat how much people are loving London?
I'm not looking at
my
the chat.
crochet sneakers.
Oh, look at that.
I was wearing these all at CHA in the booth, and
I didn't even notice you did.
they are, so I always crochet over Nikes. So I'll use a shoe underneath, and then I'll crochet around them, and then use a really strong fabric adhesive to put them on. So there is no limits with yarn and crochet.
So can we buy the shoes?
You can buy the shoes. You can reach out to me through my website, londonkay.com, and I do custom shoe orders. So you tell me what colors you want. You can send me a pair of your shoes, and I'll crochet those, or I can get the shoes and send them back to you. So whatever.
Wow. I want some crochet shoes.
No.
Crochet shoes, Maymay.
I want them so bad.
No.
Yes, Vinny.
Hey, the people on the chat, London, are going crazy over your work.
I
don't think I've ever seen this many people talking about how awesome this is, and people talking about how, we had one viewer that said that she loves to crochet. It was Rhonda. Said she loved to crochet. It was part of her therapy. It helped her relax. And she said, and she loves London. So a lot of people love you. Looks like Sandra said you need to crochet some Crocs.
Oh, yes, I do. We need to make those look pretty and comfy at the same time.
Yeah, really.
That would be awesome. I've got to get some crochet shoes. I'm dreaming of them now.
Okay, now this is too much. Maymay, Susan said that you need some crochet pumps for church.
I do, with sparkly yarn.
Yeah.
And somebody says now I want to crochet a fence.
Do it. That's the one thing that makes me the happiest is if I can inspire one person to get out there and put some yarn outside, my job is done.
And then when you do it, be sure to hashtag London so she can see it, or send, or like message her on Instagram or something where she can see what you've done. That makes us so happy when we get to see what you guys are doing, like the inspiration.
Totally. Or hashtag ThisCraftyLife.
That's right.
In your hashtag contest.
That's right. That's right.
London, you'll have to hashtag something for us too.
Oh, I plan on it.
Yay.
And people are just amazed in the chat of all the pictures and the stuff that you've done. I just think it's amazing. After talking to you at CHA, I'm like, oh my God, she needs to come on our show.
Totally.
Okay, I'm not seeing any more questions right now for London. Just lots and lots of positive comments.
Any questions anywhere else? Did we miss anything?
Well, we did have one question. Patricia asked Maymay, what do you think of the Where Memory Keeps envelope board? If you were to compare that versus the punch board, what do you think?
I'm guessing if they're saying versus, they want to know this traditional envelope punch board versus the 1, 2, 3 punch board. That's what I'm guessing. So here's what I think. I personally think you can get away with just the original board if you're okay with doing your own measurements for the boxes and the bows. I've done some videos showing you how to do that with your original punch board. However, if you're going to be investing today, like you don't have the envelope punch board in your drawer or what have you, go ahead and get the 1, 2, 3. Don't, because the 1, 2, 3 does everything that the regular one does, plus some. So don't. I would say now to go ahead and upgrade to the 1, 2, 3. Use a coupon, get yourself a good punch board. But I think if you already have the envelope, now this is my opinion, and nobody agreed with me on this, by the way. But I was like, if you already have it, I think you can kind of get the same thing from what you already have. But no one agreed with me on that. I just want to make that clear. Everybody, all my YouTube friends were like, Maymay, you should not say that. That's just me. They didn't agree. Except Melody. Did you disagree too?
What, with getting the new one?
Yeah, when I said if you have the old one, you don't need the new one, but you disagreed with me. I mean, everybody disagreed.
I just am a craft hoarder, and I like everything. But if you're just making envelopes, you don't need the second one if you have the first one.
You don't.
I agree with that.
Yeah. But a lot of people, I mean, honestly, if you're just going out today to buy your very first envelope punch board, get the 1, 2, 3. There's no sense in backing up.
Right.
Okay, London, Anthony wants to know where's a good place to start or learn how to crochet.
I really think the best place to learn to crochet is on YouTube. There's so many great tutorials. You can pause it, rewind. If you don't like their accent, switch it to another one. There's so many different choices, and you can really go at your own pace. So, YouTube.
That's where I learned. I had a friend show me how to crochet just one stitch, but I wanted to learn more, so I went on YouTube. And I have an Afghan I started that is 6 years now. I haven't finished. But it's beautiful, and I love it because I get bored really easily for doing the same thing over and over. So each line is different, and then I threw in some flowers, and I did all kinds of things, but I've just been busy. I like all crafting, so I don't have time for everything. And Monica is asking, what's your favorite yarn?
Well, I love with yarn to be able to use all different types of textures and like anything that feels good, but honestly, I like yarn on a discount. So wherever there's a sale, wherever they're getting rid of stuff, I'm going to get the least expensive yarn I can find and the most I can of it.
Yeah, you use so much.
Yeah.
And Bernice says, I love how London is so cheery and love her smile.
Thank you, Bernice.
I'm so glad London came on the show, and I'm also glad she's like us. She looks for a deal with her yarn. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have to tell you this. You'll probably laugh, London, but you probably have done something like this. Vince has an aunt who crochets everything for. She literally is like you, has a needle in her hand, probably 24/7, and she's making hats for everybody and scarves for everybody. And she, at one Christmas party, was so excited to tell me that somebody had gotten rid of 3 garbage bags full of yarn for free, and she got them, and she spent her whole year digging in these garbage bags and making things from it. So she was in heaven.
Oh, that's Christmas all year round.
That's exactly what she said. Hey, there is go, Vinny.
Okay, Patricia asked, what size needle do you favor?
Right now I'm using a 10mm hook. This is not my favorite. I like the S hooks huge hooks because it makes it go really fast. So the bigger the hook, the better. I actually just recently 3D printed my own crochet hook.
Wow.
And it's the coolest. So those will be up on my site soon. And yeah, so the bigger the hook, the better. Because an Afghan taking 6 years, that's if you used a bigger hook, you may be done by now.
Hey, London, do you ever do the finger crochet?
I do sometimes. I'll usually use my finger to crochet when I can't find a hook and just really need to finish something. So I can switch back and forth. But generally I use a hook just because it's a bit cleaner.
That's cool.
Do you know about what you charge if somebody sends you a pair of shoes for you to crochet?
Well, because they are all hand done, usually it'll be about $200 for a pair of crocheted sneakers if you send me the shoes.
All right. Cool.
That's totally worth it, Vinny.
Totally.
Totally worth it.
Because he knows I'm going to hit him up for them.
Do you have one of your hooks that you made with the 3D printer there?
Let me grab it. You guys are getting like a sneak peek because they're all in totally prototype phase, but I've been making them. So here's one of the hooks that I printed. It has a nice twist at the bottom, so it's more ergonomic, and nice on your hand. And I even put a little L and a K.
Oh, that's cool.
There. So they're super slick, and I have them in all different colors. So yeah, I'm gonna try to really make this into a business, not just form a whole little brand here. And take me.
So what was your website again?
My website is London, LONDON, Kaye.com. They're not on there yet because they are still, I've just been working on them. But within the next couple months, I'll have them up there, and they'll be pretty sweet. So.
This has really it's been awesome, London. I'm so glad you agreed to come on the show. You are an inspiration, and I cannot wait to see what you inspire our viewers to do.
Oh, thank you so much. It was so much fun. And yeah, crocheted hearts for whoever sends the secret word in.
The details on the giveaway are going to be in the description. At the end of the show, you guys know that YouTube gives us about 10 minutes before the show will be in the replay. And we'll have all of the information in our blog post that is linked in the description below. We'll put London's information so you can find her and go look at all her pictures. We'll also put the giveaway information. There'll be everything we've talked about today in there. And it looks like we got about 15 minutes. Mel, what do you think? Do you think we should go into the chat and see what people are saying?
Yeah, we can.
Vinny, what you got? What are they telling us today? There may not be questions, but what are we chatting about?
Well, Patricia did ask a question. She says, do you like working with certain weight yarn? Like, do you prefer cotton or a blend or what?
I like working with a pretty thick yarn. So if it's thin, I'll combine 2 or 3 different types of yarns together to make it thicker. Especially with the bigger hook, you don't want to just use one yarn at a time, or else it'll be really loose and won't look as nice and clean. So I love combining multiple yarns together unless it is a very, very thick yarn.
Okay.
I assume that question was for me. I don't know.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I have a question for Maymay.
Go ahead.
Maymay, have you ever crocheted?
Yes, but never finished a project. I'm gonna be honest.
Me too. I made a skirt one time.
Not yet, ladies, but you will.
Right, and I was just thinking, Maymay and I could practice crocheting with a big hook so it's faster, and maybe sometime Maymay and I could have a race, like on a live video or something, and see who can.
Melody and her challenges.
Wouldn't that be fun though? Just see if
So
we can.
much fun.
I don't know if we could talk and do it at the same
Our
time.
fingers will be bleeding. There'll be blood shooting out of our fingers as we're racing.
idea. London can send us each her crochet hook when they're ready, and then we will have a race with her hook.
There we go.
Just to make some, you know.
Can I just make like a washcloth?
Yeah, yeah. Something just small, not like a blanket.
You know, I hear that the washcloths are great for taking off, like exfoliating. I've never used one, but I hear they're good.
Oh.
I haven't used one either. Maybe I should.
I have some friends who crochet their own washcloth. Matter of fact, a very close friend of mine who used to live here, she crocheted her own washcloth, and she swore by her crocheted washcloth. She was like, no other one works like this. I guess because they have little nubblies and, you know, they scrub a little bit. Mm-hmm.
I've got to try it.
She loved them.
Okay, I've got to ask this one.
Hey, Melody, have you seen, like, I mean, some people even do, like, arm crocheting. That's a big old loop. And you could have, like, a big old loopy scarf.
Wow. No.
Yeah, we could do that. That'd be fast.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I see questions in the chat, I'm just like, I don't even know how to ask this question, but this one I have to ask. It asked, have you ever made a rug from plastic bags like Walmart bags?
I've cut, so it takes a while to cut the plastic bags into yarn like material, and you can do it with t-shirts too, and fabric and sheets, and it looks really cool. Plastic bags I've used to make a bag for shopping, so it was kind of like ironic, you know, usually you get plastic bags when you shop, but you can take your crocheted plastic bag with you to the grocery. I've also crocheted with Ethernet cables and iPhone chargers. You can crochet with anything. So plastic bag's a good idea, but old clothes.
Somebody in the chat said they did it with jeans. I think that was Leanne. She did it with old jeans and cut them up.
Yep. It's a really great way to, like, recycle clothes and, like, again, just kind of, like, recycling and being good to the earth. Why throw things away when you can make something new out of it?
You could totally crochet Ethernet cables into doormats. Like, because they lift off the floor and water runs through them. That's brilliant.
Yeah. And they sell really long Ethernet cables, so.
Yes, they do. And you get a new one every time you do something new in your house. Like, every time you buy something, a new cord comes with it.
Yep.
Brilliant.
I have to say this. Shannon Allen has a challenge for everyone watching. She says, I'm going to issue a challenge everyone on here to learn to crochet. Make a small piece and leave it out in the world for someone to make someone smile. So, and she also said up in the chat, I don't know if I can find it again, but she said that her school crocheted hearts and they linked them on a chain link fence and made a chain of the hearts along the fence.
Oh.
So let's organize this challenge, and let's say for the hashtag ThisCraftyLife, make your small item, take a photo of it where you leave it in public, okay? Bring it, take the picture, put it back on our Facebook group, ThisCraftyLifeLIVE, with the hashtag, and tell us, you know, where you left it or what you made or how you learned how to do it. I'll totally do it. I've got some yarn, only have red, but I'll do it. I've only got one thing of red and one needle, but I'll do it.
That's all you need.
Or my finger. I may do it with my. I love the idea of no needle at all. I just think that's so like natural. It's just interesting. I think I'll try that. Melody, you have to do something too.
Yeah, I think I have a bag of yarn and my thing I never finished in my storage unit. So maybe I will go find that, and maybe I could add to it and put it on a fence or something. Can we do it on our own fence?
Of course.
Where people can see it? That would
Yeah.
be cool.
I was just in California, and I was driving down, like, the road, and in somebody's backyard, they had a yarn bomb tree. And it made me so excited. So I think your property is, again, one of the best places to do it, because then you get to smile every day when you see it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm excited now. I want to crochet.
I'm excited now.
It's going to be fun. I'm reading the chat now too. I'm looking at it to see.
Me too.
So,
And Misfit Crafter, Monique, she works at Michael's, and she says, hit the Michael's sales. And I went to Michael's yesterday. I periscoped for Michael's, and they have the biggest sale right now. It's a really good sale. I don't know if they have a sale on yarn, because I wasn't looking at yarn. But now I want to go back and get some yarn.
She'll tell us if there's a sale on the yarn, because I bet it's a national sale.
Yeah.
That is really neat. So many people that crochet. I'm really glad, because I mean, typically we do paper crafting, but a lot of you guys crochet. That is cool.
Crochet is coming back. It's this old tradition that is kind of being like reinvented, and it's getting really popular again. So I'm glad there are so many crocheters out there.
I think you are inspiring people to crochet more, and it's not just blankets or scarves. You're making it into so much more than anything else. So I think you're a huge inspiration. You know, you're not the grandma that's crocheting a blanket because she needs a hobby.
Right. People are sometimes surprised to see that I am, 27. They usually think I am a bit older. So.
Yeah, because you're crocheting.
Yeah.
No, but I think we need to teach our kids and grandchildren to crochet and to use their imagination and make art out of it. Like, you don't have to just do the line. You can do what she's doing. And do you have any videos on showing how you do what you do?
For a period of time, I was really interested in making how-to videos and spending a lot of time doing that, but I realized my passion is more just making the art, and there is already so many fantastic videos out there on how to do it. The space was so saturated that I wanted to focus more on creating the art and the teaching to the pros. It's not really my, I don't know, not my forte.
Yeah, you have to do what you love.
Yeah.
So, London, what things besides shoes do you crochet that you wear or carry around?
I can show you. I crochet bags, a lot of bags. So, really fun. I like crochet and cover IKEA bags, and those are great because IKEA bags. There's nothing better to schlep all your stuff around in. So I tend to use those all the time. And I do make beanies that I wear, but mainly bags and shoes.
Cool.
I made enough scarves in my initial like spree of crocheting that I'm kind of sick of it.
Crafts by 2 has a question. Do you count your stitches?
I've always loved math, so I think in the back of my mind I am always counting. Like, I know right now I've been doing like about 25 stitches for each of these and then going up about 10. So I always have a bit of a running number in the back of my mind, but it's more freeform crochet. So I kind of look at a shape, tweak it, add a few here, add a few there. But yeah, there's always a little bit of a running tally at the same time.
Okay, I have a question. What is the fastest deadline you've ever met? Like, what's something you went, oh, I forgot, I've got to get this done and out the door?
I mean, the billboard, just because it was so massive and it had such a short time, that was pretty big. I had to crochet a lamp, though, and I only had about 2 days for an art gallery in the Hamptons, so it had to be legit. And it was so hard to figure out how to be creative with the medium and make this lamp look cool but still practical. And it was 2 days to get it done. And sometimes, though, when you're given those sort of like hard deadlines, it forces you to get the work done and get it done well. So it was kind of almost a little blessing in disguise because I couldn't second guess myself so much. But crocheting a lamp was probably the toughest, and that's on my Instagram if anybody's curious. I like how it turned out. It was pretty cool.
I agree with you about that deadline thing. I find that I work really, really well under pressure. Like, my creativity really spikes under pressure. So people ask me that a lot, and I'm like, I love it when I have a deadline because I know I'm going to make myself do something I probably wouldn't normally do.
Exactly.
Yeah, Maymay and I talk about the show Sunday night before we go live.
Actually, some of our best shows, we like had an idea, and then that Sunday night, through not just like Sunday evening, like all night long to Monday morning. We've gone, ooh, let's totally change what we're doing and change the whole thing before we go live. So
And that's how we came up with the hashtag ThisCraftyLifeLIVE for Crafting Month.
we sure did.
This is crafting month, right?
Yes.
March.
Yes.
Great.
Hey, London, Gil asked, do you have a trouble following a pattern since you really seem to like to freestyle?
I've gotten better at following a pattern. The crochet and knit community loves doing like projects where you can like donate certain things to people. Like there's this wonderful yarn bomber, Naomi Rag. She's based out of New York too. And she always has a certain pattern for a flower that you have to follow and then send back to her. So like little projects like that have forced me to learn how to follow a pattern so I can do it. But it's not naturally what I'm not best at it. But I can now.
Misfit Crafter says Michael's has knit and crochet classes also.
Oh.
So I think that would be fun. I would like that just to hang out with other people and all doing the same thing.
It's like the old quilting clutch. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
Well,
be
this has been super fun. It's almost time for us to end the show, and I have just really enjoyed and have been inspired. I know, Melody, this whole challenge thing, we've issued it. We've laid down the gauntlet, as Cinnamon, as our friend Cinnamon would say, and so now we got to do it.
Maybe we could get some other people to do it with us and hang out.
That would be a lot of fun, even if we did a hangout with so many people and tried to learn it together. It'd be super fun.
Okay, Maymay, do you want to say anything about the big release today?
Oh, I better, because I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this, Melody, but we have this huge release happening today. Our manufacturer got behind this month, and so they weren't able to send me my stuff at the beginning of the month. So all the stuff people have been waiting on, the restocks and everything is coming back in at some point today. And I want to say this to you. We are at the mercy of UPS. So as soon as UPS drops, it'll drop on the site. So if you're interested in any of my older stamp sets, my brand new release stamp set that comes out today, which is called Stitched Shapes, I got that one out. And then there's glue coming in the store. There's blocks. I can't remember everything, but that release will happen today. So keep a watch on my Facebook group, which is Maymay Made It, and so did I. That's where you'll get your first heads up on, hey, everything's back in the store. Almost forgot that. All right, we're going to say goodbye to you guys. We appreciate you so much. Melody, what you got to say to everybody before we go?
Remember, you can get my Molly paper with all capital letters, Molly 50. You can get it for 50% off today and tomorrow. Don't forget our hashtag ThisCraftyLife with anything you make. It can be anything. Crochet a heart and do it. Make a card and just anything. Paint a picture. It can be any crafty thing.
Don't forget, get involved in that. That's going to be super fun. I can't wait to hear from you guys about being on the show next week and see what all you guys are making. And thank you, Vinny, for your great moderating job today. We appreciate you. And again, thanks to London. And we'll talk to you guys in 2 weeks. So the last Monday of March, we'll talk to you then.
Oh, that'll be on my channel, too.
Yes. So that's on Melody Lane's channel. Don't forget that. That week we're on Melody's channel.
So that's youtube.com/MelodyLane. So subscribe there and sign up for my mailing list. We can put my mailing list is in our Facebook group. We didn't talk about our Facebook group for this Crafty Life Live. You can join us there. And I have my mailing list in every single one of my videos. So if you go in the description, you'll find my mailing list.
Very good. That's where you'll catch her. And we'll have it in the blog post. All the information from today will be in the blog post as well. So that is ThisCraftyLifeLive.com. All right, guys. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.